So I'm sitting in my bathtub, leaning back, listening to Stravinsky's Rite of Spring, reading a book, and the USB player in the stereo goes to the next track, which is a Lazaris meditation called Healing the Scars of the Past. And I freeze. I wasn't expecting it. What should I do right? Is this the right time to do this meditation? Am I doing it wrong because here I am laying in the tub reading a book and it's starting, as if I should be prepared for meditation? And should I stop the meditation? Is that the right thing to do? Should I immediately, is this a sign? Should I immediately prioritize the meditation? And in short, with 5 or 6 of these questioning thoughts, I'm giving all of my power to a thought, to a variety of beliefs about what is the right way to meditate. To do it with attention, with intention. There's distracted attention, there isn't intention. To listen to the whispers, what's the right way? And this is the maze of powerlessness that has become the spiritual critic, a Lazaris tradition. It's one of the reasons that I walked away from the Lazaris material for roughly a decade, was I was looking to these questions, to these thoughts, to have a right answer. Which one is it? Well, if that one is right, then it could mean this and this and this. If that one's right, it's this. But either way, I had no sense of power. Whatever I was doing, it was being second-guessed by this critic, this voice, this inducer of fear. What I find interesting is that the work of Byron Katie, which is ask 4 questions and turn it around. Is it true? Can I absolutely know that it's true? How do I feel when I believe that it's true? How would I feel if I let go of that belief? Those are the 4 questions. And then, what are 3 ways where the opposite is true or truer than the initial belief, than the initial thought? That work, which she calls the work, is the only way that I've found out of this maze, which is an algorithm of beliefs that I attach to, that Lazaris has spoken sometimes paradoxically, but in various ways. My memory, that Lazaris said this, Lazaris said that, but he also said this and he also said that, right? My memory picks these things up, trying to do it right, and gets lost in the spiral of fear of doing it wrong, which would be the thought that there's a right way of doing it and there's a wrong way of doing it. And all of this water just calms down with the 4 questions and the turnaround. Is there a right way to do, or there is a right way and a wrong way to do a Lazaris meditation? Is that true? Can I absolutely know that that's true? How do I feel when I believe that thought and I don't know the right way to do a Lazaris meditation? How would I feel if I didn't ask that thought, or I didn't believe that thought, how would I feel then? And then I'm doing it wrong, or there's a right way to do the Lazaris meditation. What's the exact opposite? Right? There isn't a right way to do a Lazaris meditation. What are 3 ways of that? Well, I've done it like this, I've done it like that, and as long as it brings about some sense of well-being, right, that's good enough. So, in short, I just hopped through 3 of those waves, right? As the meditation started playing, I was laying in the tub and wasn't expecting it. As I got out of the tub and lay down, as I felt a tremendous sense of joy, which is quickly followed by what's going on? Why am I feeling joy? Was it the laying down that caused the joy? Should it be this? Should it be that? And again, another round, right? And then, am I getting lost in the other round? Should I have been staying with them another round, right? So 3 rounds of the 4 questions. Is it true? Can I absolutely know it's true? How do I feel when I believe that thought? How would I feel if I didn't believe the thought? What are 3 ways where the opposite of that thought are equally true? And I've gotten through the hoops of fearing my own thoughts. And I can't tell you what a big deal it is to shift posture from fearing one's own thoughts, right? And, that's fed by you create your own reality. Your thoughts create your reality, right? You have the dream, you have the nightmare. Is that true? Can I absolutely know that that's true? Who do I become when I believe that thought and I don't know if I'm creating the dream or the nightmare? Who would I be without that thought? And what are 3 ways where the opposite is true, where there isn't a dream and a nightmare, where your thoughts don't create your reality? What are 3 ways where that is true or truer, right? And through another hoop. And so I find it wonderful that Byron Katie is the key for me of having a positive, empowering relationship with my thoughts around Lazaris and the Lazaris material versus an imprisoning, anxiety-producing relationship with my thoughts around the Lazaris material. And it was a great meditation, and I'm less intimidated by these little mazes of the mind as I recognized that for at least 10 years, maybe longer, I've been believing my thoughts and actually using fear as a sense, like, am I more scared of that or more scared of this? And somehow putting it out there, that that's the key. Like, I felt a little anxiety, that means this or whatever. And putting it out there, like the who I am is determined by this feedback loop of emotion and thought versus who I am is not determined by my thoughts, by my feelings, that those are just thoughts, those are just feelings. And none of those thoughts and none of those feelings are bigger than I am, but I've been making them bigger than I am. And so that's a really big pivot point. I think it's one of the single most important pivot points in my life is I'm shifting from scaring myself with my own thoughts and relating to them as if they're bigger than me, to noticing and letting go of my thoughts, including my thoughts that Lazaris is sacred or doesn't know what he's talking about or any of those, that just letting go of those as well.